Now, the ANC Youth League Crisis Committee says if the mother body is honest with itself, it would acknowledge that it has dishonoured its own legacy. Let's bring in Asanda Luwaca, who's a member of that Youth League Crisis Committee. Asanda, those are strong words for a party you're part of.
Thank you for having us on your show this evening. And I think at this point where we are right now is just calling on the ANC and the president himself to really prioritize matters of young people. In recent history, we have seen that there has been an absence of a credible youth voice that is able to meaningfully champion the interests and aspirations of young people. So what we are expecting in today's statement by the president is a staunch and clear priority as it relates to youth and young people, and to show that the organization and the president himself is taking matters of young people seriously.
Yeah, but you have a defunct ANC Youth League. Of course, the party's leaders and elders in particular don't believe there's a person warranted for leadership position in the Youth League. What do you say to that?
I think where we are right now has been a culmination of a series of events in recent history that has brought us to this particular juncture. But hence the need for us to really, as a means of reviving the Youth League and reviving the image of the Youth League, to go back to basics, to go back and have impact-driven programs and really work on the ANC Youth League within the organization, as opposed to wanting to criticize it from the outside.
Yeah, and how do you make that happen? Because the ANC Youth League has been used as a tool over the past couple of years by its previous leaders for factional battles. The Youth League was never about the youth as a whole. It was always backing an agenda of a specific leader. How do you ensure that that doesn't happen going forward, and so that people can have faith in the ANC Youth League?
Well, I think historically, the Youth League has always been a contested terrain, a contested space, both within the organization as well as contested by external factors, which is why when we characterize the ANC Youth League, we speak about it being autonomous, which ultimately speaks to our right to self-determination and self-governance. So what we ought to begin to do is really bring back the autonomous nature and rebuilding the autonomous nature of the ANC Youth League to ensure that it doesn't find itself wanting on issues of factional ANC battles and politics, and that it is able to really be that independent voice that is and the mouthpiece for young people without fear of contradiction and without fear of really being associated with a particular faction within the ANC. So the issue that we really want to harbor is the aspect of autonomous and self-determination, which is what we are calling for as the ANC.
Yeah, very quickly, one last question regarding whether the ANC has lost touch with the youth in South Africa, given the state of affairs when it comes to the Youth League.
Sorry, I didn't get that question.
Do you think the ANC has lost touch with the youth of South Africa, given the state of the Youth League?
I do believe that in a country that is largely comprises of young people, more than 60% of our population comprises of people below the age of 35, we do need an organization that is truly a reflection of those demographics, and not just in form, but in content as well. And so part of what the Youth League historically has been able to do as well is to agitate the ANC in a way that is able to champion the interests of young people whilst mobilizing young people under the banner of the ANC. So to say that the ANC is out of touch, I wouldn't necessarily agree with that, but I do think that young people currently in this juncture are facing a lot. We're facing the triple challenges of poverty, unemployment, and inequality. There are many socio-economic issues that they are facing. So we do need a strong youth voice that is able to lobby and speak on its behalf on these matters, and to really lobby the ANC on an ongoing basis so that the ANC in its policy position is able to respond to those needs and challenges that young people face.
All right, thank you for that. Appreciate it. Asanda Luwaca, member of the ANC Youth League Crisis Committee.